Winston Churchill. Many people know about World War II. It was a big and terrible war that happened between 1939 and 1945. Many countries fought, and millions of people died. During this time, leaders had to make very important decisions. One of these leaders was Winston Churchill. He was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and he helped his country fight against Nazi Germany. But who was Winston Churchill? Why is he so famous? Let's learn about his life and his important role in history. Early life. Winston Churchill was born on November 30th, 1874, in England. He came from a rich and famous family. His father was Lord Randolph Churchill, a politician. His mother, Jenny Jerome, was from the United States. As a child, Winston was not a very good student. He did not like school very much, and his teachers thought he was lazy. However, he loved history and reading books. When he was older, Winston went to a military school. He wanted to be a soldier. He traveled to different countries and had many adventures. He was in wars in places like India, Sudan, and South Africa. During his time as a soldier, he also wrote books and newspaper articles about his experiences. Churchill the politician. After his time in the military, Winston decided to enter politics. In 1900, he became a Member of Parliament MP. He was young, smart, and had strong opinions. He changed political parties more than once, which made some people unhappy. However, he always wanted to do what he thought was right for his country. During World War I, 1914 to 1918, Churchill had an important job in the government. He was responsible for the Navy. Unfortunately, he made a mistake in a battle called Gallipoli. Many soldiers died, and people blamed Churchill. He had to leave his job, but he did not give up. Later, he returned to politics and worked hard to help his country. World War II and leadership. When World War II started in 1939, Churchill was ready to lead. In 1940, he became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. It was a very difficult time. Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, was attacking many countries in Europe. Britain was in danger. Churchill gave strong and powerful speeches. He told the British people not to give up. One of his famous speeches was, "We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender." His words gave people hope and courage. During the war, Churchill worked closely with other leaders like Franklin D. Roosevelt, the President of the United States, and Joseph Stalin, the leader of the Soviet Union. Together, they planned how to defeat Germany. In 1945, the war ended and Germany lost. Churchill became a hero. Later years and legacy. After the war, in 1945, Churchill lost the election and was no longer Prime Minister. However, he continued to give speeches and write books. In 1951, he became Prime Minister again. He worked to keep peace in the world. In 1953, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature because he wrote many books about history. People respected him for his intelligence and leadership. He continued working until he was very old. Winston Churchill died on January 24, 1965. He was 90 years old. Today, people remember him as one of the greatest leaders in history. He showed courage, determination, and the power of words. Winston Churchill was not a perfect man. He made mistakes, and some people did not always agree with him. But he was a leader when his country needed him the most. He gave people hope and helped them win a very dangerous war. His speeches and books still inspire people today. His life teaches us that even if we fail, we should never give up. Like Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts."